I'm Ludi Skinner, and the main issue I had with the house was the old 1997 original windows and just the heat that radiated in, and as well as the cold.
And my name's Britt Skinner. Just as Ludi mentioned, the other thing that we noticed that really we've been delaying putting new windows in was this last freeze in January. We actually had ice on the inside of a couple of the windows, which really set the tone of its time.
One of the concerns we had was also with new windows was the pricing.
And I know that, when we would do our walks, we saw a lot of the Cupcake signage in the yards. And I was a little apprehensive at first with the name. I was like, Cupcake. When, all the others have, some type of industrial name, something like that. But Ludi did a research and thought, well, let's give them a call. One of the fears I think we really had was with some of our neighbors that have gotten their windows. I mean, we have a smaller home, but we knew it was going to be expensive. I mean, we'd heard numbers from $25,000 to $30,000. That took my breath away, if I'm being honest. We were rather pleasantly surprised with the estimate.
The affordability.
The affordability. The first experience was with the window team. John was the team crew. They came out, did a remeasure of the house. The morning of the installation, the crew showed up early. They were amazing. Made me feel comfortable about who was in my home. They were very respectful. I had a lot of questions as they started to tear everything out, and oh my goodness, do they tear it out. But these guys knocked out the tear out, got it all pulled out and done. We had 11 windows torn out and reinstalled in one day. Now they still had work to do, but the whole time they're respectful to the area, all that. They put down certain protection. They advised we might want to do this and move that, even though we did some covering of stuff. It was hands down just an amazing group of individuals to work with, and they're there to get a job done. So they're really working hard for the customer. And it was a pleasure to have those guys in my home for honestly 2.5 days. We also, their foreman Will came by. Hands down, I mean, he took our investment and invested in us when he came in. He took the time to answer the questions because he could see there was, questions on my mind. He just knew. And Robert was a pleasure to work with. I mean, brilliant. Had all these other things that we talked about, the cracks in the ceiling that we thought about getting done. He went above and beyond that. He, in his nice dress outfit, went in the attic. I want somebody to come into my house. That's how I want my team to be. I would want them to do what my expectations are, which is courteous, respectful, answering questions, and attentive to the needs of the homeowner. I guess what I would say would be the personal relationship and the individuals that we spoke to care about us and about our home and what we wanted to do. For me, the one word that encompasses, or a couple words that encompasses Cupcake for me, is the golden rule. They treat you how you would want to be treated.
Caring.
Yeah, that's a good one.